Hey everybody, this is Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. Welcome back. This is going to be a recap of run number 3 of my half marathon training with Coach Greg using the Garmin Connect app. I am, just as a recap, I'm using the half marathon training, not necessarily to train for a half marathon, but I'm training for a 10K. But since I have such a condensed period of time to train, the race is only in about, 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm going to do the half marathon training and then run the 10K. I don't think I intend to run an actual half marathon. That's just too far. It just takes too much time. And I want to get back to lifting heavy weights. So I think, for certain people, I think the half marathon might make some sense. It seems to be a lot of volume, and I don't know, maybe if you're younger, but it seems like pounding the pavement for that many miles, you're just bound to ask for tissue breakdown. But hey, plenty of people do it and do great, but I would say most of them probably have some type of pain, strain, and automobiles. Get what I did there? Okay. So the workout today was 15 minutes of warming up, which you can choose to walk or jog. And then it was 20 seconds on, 45 seconds rest, times 8 stride repeats with a cadence of about 155 up to 200. Okay. Then it's a cool down of 15 minutes, which I only did 13 minutes of it because I was kind of once again, just a little bit bored and ready to be done. So that being said, I still got about, my workout was a total of 36 minutes and 57 seconds, and I covered about 3.38 miles. So on these warm-ups, I walked 5 minutes, I jogged 7 minutes, and I walked 3 minutes and then went into the repeats. And on that 7-minute jog, I'm doing 9 or 10 minute pace. It's pretty light, just trying to get some accumulation. And then the stride repeats, I averaged about, most of the 20-second intervals were about in that 5 to 5.5 minute pace, but overall the average about 6:04, and most of my cadence were in that 195 to 200 range in the 20-second intervals, and then I walked on that, and now 8 times. And that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. That was really kind of exciting and fun. It's the kind of the grind of the longer distances that kind of wears me out a little bit, but I'm working on it. I'm practicing here. Okay. And then on the cool down, I walked for 2 minutes, I jogged for 6 minutes, and then I walked for 5 minutes. That gives me 13 minutes, and then I was back at my gym and ready to chill. So there we go, covered 3.38 miles, total workout 36:57, and just kind of a psychological recap. Working on building the longer distance. I didn't really feel like today was a hard workout per se. I did push myself on the cadence, but I didn't overdo it. That got my heart rate up a little bit. And then just try to chill on the running. So I still have a few weeks to prepare. I'm not too concerned with it. Running is something that I really like to do for cardiovascular fitness, but I really like to get back into the weight room and start to, lifting some heavier weights. I don't think the two mix that well. So lifting heavy and running is not all that great. So most of the weightlifting right now is, dumbbells, kettlebells, single leg work, a little bit of upper body focus, leaning towards that upper body focus to get the chest pump, get the biceps and triceps, and a little bit of leg work, and obviously the mobility and the soft tissue work, the foam rolling, the stretching, the banded joint centration, the ankle work, using the Naboso ball for soft tissue work. That stuff is most important because really you want to stay healthy for the trail. And to do that, you need to be proactive with your recovery. Okay, so eat well, sleep well, recover well, and then you hopefully can run well and pain-free. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.